This is not the video I wanted to be making about Audyse Technology. I wanted to make a video about how great they are and how I love what they're doing, but I just can't. I have to make a video about what they've actually done so far. So, here it is. Audyse is a startup out of Atlantic Canada with the laudable goal of bringing active noise cancelling to motorcyclists via a drop in headset system that connects to existing communications units like those from Cardo, Senna, and Lexan. The idea behind the headset is that it removes the need for other forms of hearing protection, namely earplugs, because now your hearing protection is built into your comms. The headset has microphones that detect sound and then, according to their website, uses ANC to reduce the noise level in your helmet by 35 decibels. That has not been my experience. My experience with Audyse started in May of 2024. They made their first posts on Instagram in April of that year. I clicked through an advertisement to a website and placed an order. It was not until I received my order confirmation email that I found out I was pre ordering a product that didn't exist yet. This was the first of a few red flags. I have been very cautious about pre ordering new technology ever since I helped fund development of the WayTools text blade a decade ago. Drop a comment if you're old enough to remember that. After my initial order, there was radio silence. Their initial claim of a June 2024 release date seemed a bit optimistic to me, and sure enough, June came and went with no headsets in sight. Audyse sent another email at the end of August promising an October release date. I emailed them on Halloween to follow up, as I was starting to get nervous about if I would ever receive what I purchased. They told me then that they expected to receive the units in Newfoundland in December. On December 19th, I received an automated Shopify order confirmation. A little odd, but not a bad sign. Just over a month later, on January 21st, they sent another email letting me know when and how the unit will be shipped. On January 29th, my unit finally shipped. Contrary to their email on the 21st, my unit actually shipped via UPS, which was a nice surprise, and my unit arrived at my door on February 13th. The unboxing experience was largely encouraging. I'll throw some footage of that in the background. There was some slight fitment issues due to the shape of the speaker pockets in my particular helmet, but nothing too concerning. What was concerning was the fact that there is no audio pass-through if the unit is dead, so now I have to make sure that two things are charged if I want music, and that the foam covers were horrifically uncomfortable due to the speaker pocket fitment issue. No worries, I just used the fabric cover. Additionally, I discovered that when the cables were routed into my helmet the only way that made sense, they caused my helmet liner to slip around every time I donned or doffed my helmet. Finally, I noticed some interference noise from my Cardo whenever it was on but no music was playing, probably the Bluetooth signal being picked up by the Audyse's cables. All of those issues would have been perfectly acceptable to me, however, if the system worked. I took the unit out with me for a test ride, cruising around town with some friends. I'm pleased to say that the Audyse does an excellent job filtering out engine noise. I have an aftermarket exhaust on my own bike, and the loud exhausts on the two Harleys in the Victory I was riding with were painless to listen to thanks to the ANC. That, however, is the only thing the AudyseCORE did correctly. Whenever we were moving at more than about 60 kilometers an hour, the wind noise was deafening, easily drowning out my music. By the time I got home, my ears were ringing. This was disastrous news for me. I am very protective of my hearing, which is why I invested well over 200 Kanakistani pesos into a doodad for my helmet that would protect my hearing without me needing to use earplugs. Hearing damage is cumulative, and it never comes back. Me testing the AudyseCORE did a small amount of permanent damage to my hearing, and that pisses me off. As soon as I got home, I found out that I was partially to blame for the poor performance. I checked on Audyse's website and saw that there is a different set of firmware for if one is using the headset without the foam covers. I flashed the firmware to give the headset a fair shake. My second test ride was much shorter, just 30 minutes each way, a mixture of country roads, freeway, and city riding. After this ride, my ears didn't hurt, but I could tell that the ride had been too loud to be safe. In short, the unit hadn't done its job. I started this video by saying that I wanted to make a positive video about Audyse. Unfortunately, I don't think I will ever be able to. I trusted this device and the company that makes it with my hearing, a precious thing that does not recover from injury, and they burned me. I cannot accept that. I hope that Audyse's failure is not the end of ANC in the motorcycle helmet and comms industry. ANC is a really great technology, and with the proper implementation, it could accomplish what Audyse claims it accomplishes. The best case scenario is probably that Cardo or Senna or a helmet company buys Audyse's IP and develops a helmet with ANC from the ground up. Something similar has already occurred with the Quiet Ride system made in the US by the company of the same name. Their design, which uses inflatable pads behind ear cups, was copied by 509 with their Mach 5 Commander helmet. I would love to see the same thing happen with ANC. As far as my Audyse unit goes, looking at their website, it does not appear that they accept returns. So I'll hold on to the unit and see if there's any news about improved firmware that, actually works. For now, I'm putting my stock Cardo speakers back in and wearing earplugs because I can trust earplugs. Thanks for watching.